well, or getting better watching this, but of course the Irish lightweight men's double not in this race. Leaving the field open, I guess, for the Italians or the Swiss, but who knows?
Yeah, like you say, the Irish were entered in this regatta, but they're not here today, as the Italians jumped out of the start the same way they finished in Varese, with a fantastic last 500 to get in front of this Swiss double. They were more solid, more compact, and we see them there coming up to their length as all the crews are flying off the start, using plenty of rate into what is a reasonably stiff headwind here.
Yeah, there's Arskiel Tom. Always see a fantastic sprint finish from him. Czechs getting a bit left, not quite the speed they showed last season, but of course they qualified for the games already by virtue of their 4th place.
They look quite relaxed though. When you look here at Arskiel Tom by comparison, he looks quite tight in his shoulders, you know, this kind of shoulders lock on.
He sculls like that though. I mean, you kind of would say loosen off, but I don't know, you might lose that magic that he's got. Switzerland coming through, the fast starting Italians. Gabi Suarez there started rowing in Bellagio back in 2010 at the Bellagina Club on that beautiful Lake Como, if you know it, in Italy, just across from where George Clooney, the film star, lives, Greg.
That's very nice for him. They can enjoy those views. We enjoy these views of the crews here coming up towards 500, and this is turning out to be the race we hoped. That the Italians are tracking the Swiss, but the Swiss have got a small lead and all the rest of the field is right in there. Still pretty much anyone's race coming up here. Let's have a look who we're going to see at the head of the field. It is going to be the Swiss here on this near side to us. We don't think there's too much in the wind, not too much in the lanes. So we're taking a look now over here with the Germans, who again have had to try a new combination, Martin.
They have, and this is a big race for them because Germany have yet to qualify this event for the Olympics. Germany at the back of the field there. And I don't know what Jonathan Rommelmann, who was entered here in the lightweight men's single but withdrew. I hope you're okay, Jonathan. Olympic silver medalist. Does look smooth, doesn't he? Jan Schauberle, the 24-year-old, is the older one in the boat, but Rafael Ahumeda, I don't know, I just think in this headwind with Ian Wright's type of training program, tough, 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 really beast them, that, you know, these guys are going to have what it takes in the headwind to do the Italians. I think the Italians might need a bit more of a little gentle tail breeze. There come the Czechs. We didn't see that speed from the Czechs. Are they like in 3rd place now, just getting ahead of the Spanish?
Well, the graphics showing it to you in the bottom right, those positions, it's all pretty tight behind the Swiss, who've got that decent lead that you can see. It's just a little bit of clear water on the field. As you say, Ian Wright trains this Swiss crew. They're going to be used to distance. They're going to be used to long, tough training sessions. And this is probably a longer, tougher race, really, into this headwind.
Yeah, I wonder how much he's just wound them down for this race. The Czechs on the far side, we're looking at the Italians, the Spanish, the Norwegians, the Czechs over on the far side. If they need to do their work in the middle, I don't think Miroslav Vrastel is an expert at the sprints finish. Maybe Yuri Simonek, Baumann, can produce something. But for me, this is Switzerland's race to lose. I don't think we're going to see that amazing sprint from the Italians we saw in Varese, but, you know,
well, it's still a long way to go. You have been proved wrong before. To have a look at the Spanish Horto Pombo in there. He was 18 when he went to the Tokyo Olympic Games. They're a decent double. They were 5th last year at Lucerne, 5th at the World, so right in there.
I might have a word with him about my back tooth, actually, because he studies dentistry, Horto Pombo. From Banyolas, this double, coached by Carlos Grabelosa. And the Spanish divided kind of between the Banyolas rowing centre, where you won your gold medal, Greg, in '92, and the Sevilla. Vrastel doing great over there on the far side. The Czech veteran, 41 years of age, in 3rd place, just moved through the Spanish.
Well, I wonder if the Italians are going to make a move now. If they're going to, they're going to have to do it now. You can see the stroke rates, they're up to 41. They're higher than the rest of the field now, trying to do what they did 2 weeks ago. But the Swiss have got that decent lead as we're looking at the Swiss here. Vrastel, that veteran, he's got plenty of endurance, Martin.
He's got loads of endurance, and he's got his head in the boat. He's not looked across. The Norwegians will have a sprint finish, which I don't think he has. Here come the Italians, Greg. I mean, you know, are they going... What are you thinking if you're, you know, this fantastic talent, Raf? Ahumada Island. There's Vras still in the stroke seat. The Italians closing ever so much on the Swiss.
Yeah, I think if you're in the Swiss boat, you're nervous right now because they're going to have gone out hard. I mean, we all know as rowers how hard it is to be in the third quarter. If you've sculled in doubles, your arms, your forearms are usually hurting by now if it's a headwind. They're slightly towards the right-hand side of the lane. It's not really where the Swiss want to be. And they've seen the Italians take probably half a length off them, certainly a third of a length off them in the last 250 metres.
Look at Gabi Suarez go, bloody hell. That is incredible. To be fair, that's the distance the Italians were behind the Swiss in Varese.
And they're really locking the blades up and then giving it an extra pull with their arms, aren't they? As you see them taking a little look there.
Yeah, they've got those big comp blades as well. Swiss Ahumada Island just smooth, cool, calm. Maybe he's going to pull something out of his back pocket, Greg.
Well, is it going to be cool and calm with an ability to step on, that they can accept the challenge that the Italians have put down and then respond to it? Again, you can see it now for yourselves, the stroke rates in the corner. The Italians have been at 41 for a long time. They've made that move early. They went in the third quarter. I think the Swiss saw them, sat on them, and are now going to try and move themselves in the last 250.
So I look to our left on the grandstand. I can see the Swiss in front. I can see the Italians closing. You can see from our drone shot, it's Norway in that bronze medal position, 6 metres ahead of the Czechs, who won't have that sprint finish. There are the Norwegians over there on the far side in lane 5, sprinting back on the Italians.
Yeah, but how about the way that the Swiss took the pressure from the Italians? The Italians made their move, and now the Swiss are charging through the red boys. And if anything, I think the Italians are coming under pressure from the fast-finishing Norwegians.
Ask Hill Tom, he can put a sprint together. Look how smooth Switzerland are. The Norwegians are coming. The Italians have just got it at the moment. Who's going to be for silver and bronze? No doubt about gold medal. Schauble and Ahumada Island take the gold, and it will be Italy to take the silver medal, just ahead of Norway. Czechs coming fourth, good scull from them. Spain in 5th, the Germans back in 6th. What an exciting race.
Well, it didn't disappoint, did it? And what about the Swiss? How calm and cool they were. European champions a year ago. They used all their experience, you see. Nice celebrations for their family and their supporters. That they took that on. The rest of the field really came with them, particularly those Italians. And I guess having seen that happen in Varese, you would have been nervous. And I said that I thought I'd be nervous if I was in their boat. Yeah. But they controlled it and dealt with it well.
I wonder, I was inviting you to say they're cool and calm and focused in the boat, and you did say nervous, which kind of fitted the commentary. But I just looked to them and I thought they've probably got something today, which they might not have had in Varese.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a good shout looking at the Italians there, the way the Italians give it that little extra pull with their arms at the end of the stroke. And maybe you can do that for a short amount of time, but you're going to feel the burn. And they felt the burn in that last 500 when the Swiss were able to respond. And the Italians nearly got caught there.